My name's Antoine Martel. I'm a 25-year-old real estate investor. I live in Los Angeles. I was born in Toronto, grew up in San Francisco, and then moved to LA in 2015 to go to college, to finish up college. I went to Loyola Marymount University, if anybody here is in LA. Kind of my last year at LMU, I decided that I didn't want to go and work for somebody else like a lot of my colleagues and classmates were going to, go and applying for jobs and stuff like that. That didn't seem like fun to me. I didn't want to go and work for somebody else. The beginning of my senior year, my brother took me to like a real estate investing seminar. We learned about flipping houses, wholesaling, apartment buildings. It was like just one of those weekend seminars you hear on the radio or on Instagram now. And so we went to one of those things, paid a couple $100 to spend the weekend at this event, and I just got addicted to real estate. And I was like, I need to figure this thing out. Like, I'd much rather do this and go and work for somebody else. And so just like every day for that year and a half, 2 years before I graduated, before May 2017, I was just learning about real estate, networking my ass off. I even moved my classes all the way like from 5 to 10 p.m. So I had the whole day to like network with people in LA, network with people out of state, cold call realtors, cold call property management companies, build my team on the ground out of state. Because I quickly realized at the beginning of my investing career, if you want to call it that investing in California was going to be impossible. I had no money. I was a college kid. My dad had 40 grand saved up, and he was interested in investing in real estate. And so kind of with that 2-year time frame, my last 2 years really at university, just learning every single day, networking my ass off, and then eventually realized that out of state was the way to go for me with the amount of money I had, and just my experience level. I didn't know anybody in LA, so it was going to be impossible for me to do anything here. And I wasn't a real estate agent. Just there was a lot of competition in LA with guys with like $1 million in cash that can go buy a dump. When I had to go and get hard money, it was way too expensive. So a couple months before graduating, I finally found a market out of state that I thought was going to be good, which was Memphis, Tennessee. And that was just through like listening podcasts, networking, again, just learning how other people chose markets out of state. I came across Memphis, Tennessee, and I was like, all right, this is the market I'm going to go in. And the last semester at university, I was like, all right, I need to build my team on the ground, and I need to find this first deal. And so I cold called every single property management company. I cold called every single realtor in Memphis, Tennessee, cold called all new listings, and was analyzing every single deal that popped up on the MLS. And a month and a half before graduating, put a house under contract for $35,000. Renovation was $5,000. So use my dad's 40 grand, 35,000 to buy it, 5 grand renovation, all in for 40 grand ish. And then renovated it, bought it, renovated it, and then did a cash out refinance all before I graduated. And I gave my dad his money back. And I was like, hey, I can keep doing this for the family after I graduate if you want me to. I don't want to go and apply for a job. Let me try to figure this out. Like, I have some sort of a system in place. I can find more deals on the MLS. My contractor has some bandwidth. I have a title company. I have a lender. Like, the whole process is in place. Let me just see if I can keep using your money and keep turning it over, which is, the BRRRR strategy. He agreed to it and graduated in May. By December of that year, we had like 8 to 10 single family homes in Memphis that were all cash flowing, all financed. We're using a local credit union, so there was like barely any seasoning period. So we were able to pull out the money super quickly, and that's how I was able to scale super quick. So that's December 2017, and then we kind of had ran out of money at that point. So not every BRRRR is like as successful as you may read online. Where everybody's able to pull out all their money. Sometimes you mess up, or sometimes the appraiser messes up, and you just got to bite the bullet and take it because you don't have time to waste sitting on a house with all your cash in it. So by the end of that year, we had like 8 to 10 single family homes. Money was dried up. Like, I wasn't able to go and buy the next one because we didn't have enough capital. And so I was like, what the hell can we do? And at that same point in time, friends and family started asking like, oh, what's Antoine doing after graduating college? What's he doing? Oh, he's investing in real estate, and he's growing a family portfolio in Memphis. And people's kind of brains in California just kind of exploded. Like, he's doing what in Memphis? You guys have how many homes in Memphis, Tennessee? And so from there, people started reaching out to us to invest in rental properties out of state. And I was like, okay, maybe there's something here. And I started doing my research, and I figured out that there was these companies called turnkey companies. And I was like, man, I can do this. I can do this way better. I can, instead of doing the BRRRR strategy, I can still go buy the house, I'll renovate it, I'll rent it out. And instead of refinancing, I'll just sell it to these friends and family members in California or wherever they may be. Help them get financing, help them get insurance, all that good stuff, and connect them with the property management company on the ground. And then January 2018, we started selling turnkey rental properties. I made a shitty little website called Martel Family Realty. And it was a WordPress website, and every blog post was a house that I had, that I was under construction on, that I was selling. So that eventually led into a Martel Turnkey, which is what we do today. And that year, I think we did like 10 to 20 homes. Now this year, we're doing 10 to 15 homes a month. So this year, we'll do close to 120 homes, about 10 houses a month this year. And then next year, hopefully we'll be into the, hopefully 150 to 200 homes next year. So that's kind of my story of how I got into what I'm doing now. And that's what I do now. I've also along the way bought apartment buildings, just because the amount of homes I've flipped, it's helped me with capital, and I've used that capital to go and buy apartment buildings. So in Memphis, Tennessee, where I first started, I have around about 100 units just in one zip code in Memphis, Tennessee, and done it with mostly my own money. The first two projects, it was 5 apartment buildings. The first 2 projects were my own funds, and then 3 other buildings where we brought in joint venture funds as well.